Hey guys! I hope you're enjoying our Hustle on Point challenge so far. Something that Chelsea and I wanted to do this time around to make this free challenge extra special was to actually provide you guys with a few bonus workouts. So if you've done any of the Beachbody programs before, in particular the programs that Autumn Calabrese is involved with, she's a big fan of the bonus round at the end of the workout. And sometimes you want to punch her a little bit, but it's always a fantastic burn because your muscles are already tired, you're already zonked, you're already covered in sweat, and then she pushes you to your max in that last couple minutes of the workout. So we wanted to be able to provide something for you to do just like that. So we're doing two options. One, if you want to get an extra burn going on your lower body, and another one, which is this one, if you want to really burn out those arms. Yeah, so it's going to be really exciting. So the one that I'm doing today is going to be for upper body, and it's going to be a port de bras workout. So port de bras means carriage of the arms. So when you think of ballet, you think of these beautiful, graceful, fluttery arms, you know? And port de bras can be a series that's going to help you develop the muscles to do that, but also to develop the musicality and the grace, really, of those movements. So typically, port de bras can be done at the bar at the beginning of class as part of your warm-up. It can also be done in the center floor. It can be a part of anything because it really just means the arm movements. So usually when it's being done at warm-up or at cool-down, it's accompanied with lower body movements. You're gonna have some tendus and some dégagés at the same time. But for the sake of this challenge, we're gonna stick just to working the upper body. We didn't wanna complicate things for you guys. So that way you can really just focus on your arms, on your back, on your pectorals, because this workout's gonna work all of those things just in a couple extra minutes. So for this right here, I wanted to take a second before I do the actual workout, which I'll film in a separate video, and break down the arm positions for you, because the style of these workouts is going to be very much follow along. We're not going to be describing as we do them each movement. So you can watch this if you're very new to ballet or want a refresher just to learn the arm positions and the proper way to be holding your body before you do the port de bras workout, okay? So again, don't stress about this. We're not looking for perfect form in terms of elegance. We just want perfect form so that you're not straining any of your muscles and that you're actually engaging the right ones, okay? So you might not be able to see my feet. That's okay, because it's the upper body that we're worried about anyway. In fact, I'll come a little bit closer just so you can really see them. You can do this if you struggle with balance by holding onto a bar, but you can use a bar, a dresser, a chair, as long as it's sturdy to hold your balance, and only work with one arm if you like, or I'm going to be showing the movements with two arms. So the first position you need to learn is called bras bas, which literally means low arms, and that's going to be held here. So I'm not even going to say if you've seen Dirty Dancing, because you better have seen Dirty Dancing, and if you haven't, stop this video right now and go watch it. You will recall when Patrick Swayze is teaching Baby how to dance, and he says, "This is my dance space, this is yours. You don't enter mine and I don't enter yours." And he's talking about that very firm way of holding your space. And that is really important. Think about that the whole time you're doing these port de bras exercises, and you'll be good to go. Even though it looks very relaxed, there's tension all throughout my arms, all across my back, all throughout my chest to hold this. If you poked me, my arms wouldn't move. So think about that tension whenever you're holding your arms. That way you'll engage the muscles and get a really good workout. So starting in bras bas, your thumb is almost at your navel, a little bit below. Make sure you don't have witch hands like this. Our ballet teacher used to make us hold paper clips in between our fingers if we were caught doing this. So don't do this. Just, relaxed hands. The tips of your fingers should never be touching. Imagine almost as though there was two lines drawn down from the side of your face. It should be roughly the width of your head apart, or the width of your face apart. Unless you got a really, really big head. Then you might want to squish them in a little bit. And imagine that you are holding a full moon within your arms, or an enormous disc, or a hula hoop. You want your arms to be forward slightly and your elbows lifted, not quite up so far, but definitely not dangling. Tension, holding like this. This is bras bas. So this is traditionally where almost every port de bras exercise is going to begin. First position is maintaining this exact same shape, but lifting up a little bit. So depending on the school of ballet, this might be a little bit lower or it might be a little bit higher. For the sake of this exercise, it's really fine. But generally the way I like to think about it is that your thumbs are pretty much in line with your sternum or a little bit below. So for your ladies, line it up, line it up with the girls, okay? Next position I'll show you is fifth position, which is directly above. Make sure you're not going too far back. A common mistake is lining it up with the top of your head, and that's not the case. It's more in line diagonally with your forehead. Instead of being a round circle, it's a little bit more oval in shape, and that's fine. And if you look up, you should be able to see your fingers and your peripheral vision. Shoulders down, don't let them rise up, as is very, very common. It's an easy tendency to want to lift them up. It's not so, you don't need to worry about reaching the sky. You want the tension there as though you're reaching for the sky, but don't stress about them being super, super high or super, super back. Again, elbows, you don't want to let them come in front, and you also don't want to let them come in back so you start to get like wings. Just in front of the forehead, round, round, round. Second position is you come through first and open up. Okay, I'm gonna come back. Hopefully you can see all of that. Think of your alignment. Think of the video that Chelsea and I posted earlier in the week. You want your shoulder above your elbow above your wrist above the tips of your fingers. Again, we're not far back like this. Think about the way your arms work is that they meet in the very center of your back. That's where the structure opens. So think about tensing all of that and bringing them around. It's easier to see from the side. So you want to be able to see the palms of your hands, but not be so far forward like this. Still outward, still graceful, and keeping in mind you don't, again, want the elbows to come up or the elbows to come down. They are just gentle, soft, but tense. Like my arms are already sore from holding this, okay? This isn't a soft sort of hang. This is a tense, this is my main space and you're not getting in, okay? Those are the primary arm movements that we're going to be using. The other ones that I'll show you quickly are third position, which is with one arm in first and one arm in fifth. And then fourth position, which is one arm in second and one arm in fifth. And again, the third and fourth depend a little bit on the school of ballet, whether it's the British School of Ballet, the Russian School of Ballet. They're gonna have slightly different opinions on that. But bras bas, first position, second position, and fifth position are generally agreed upon between all of the schools. For your feet position, again, for this exercise, we're not going to be pairing it with lower body movements, so you don't need to be too worried about them, but you still want to maintain that open hip turnout, and you always want your hips to be facing the front of the room, no matter how your arms are moving. I'm holding my feet in first position right now, like so. If it's more comfortable for you, depending on how your hips are structured to hold it in third, that's fine. Just don't let your hips turn in the direction of the leg that's in front. You need to really force that turnout and force your hips to be pointing forward. I think those are basically all of my tips to start out with. You don't need to review this every time. I just wanted to put the material out there to review at your leisure, should you need it. And if you have any questions, please don't be afraid to ask. Just post in the comments and we will help you. Okay, bye guys.